Block hot, super hot.
Well, welcome everyone to another session of Stark Media's In the Room. I'm your host, Jimmy B, and today we are very blessed as we are in the heart of Grizzly country. That's right, we're at Wadsworth High School, and with me today, the heart, the soul, the head coach of that team, Mr. Clay Wenger. Coach?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great. Are you kidding us? Thanks for having us,
yeah,
man. We're
thanks
so
for coming
excited.
down. Yeah, we're excited. We're grateful to have you.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, and especially taking, we're getting ready for the run and you taking your time out to meet with us, so we really appreciate it.
Thanks for you guys do for the sport of wrestling. This is fantastic.
No, we appreciate that. Well, really, and a little bit about our In the Room session, to our audience out there, we like to come up, let you find out a little bit about Coach Wenger, about the program that he runs here. Done a great job. He's taken over a great program. He's already taken that to another level. Very excited to share that. And just to pull that curtain back a little bit and let people see what, Wadsworth Wrestling is all about. And a little bit down the road, you shared with me the 3 special guests we're going to have later. I'm not going to divulge that just yet, but we got 3 hammers coming up, don't we?
We do. You have 3 really good guys on the mat and winners off the mat as well.
Absolutely. Well, yourself included. I'll tell you what, Clay, I followed you for a long time. I know you're a Wadsworth legend. You still hold some records here at Wadsworth, right? You were like the takedown artist from what I remember.
I was, but funny one of the guys that you're going to talk to just beat it. Actually.
No.
He did.
He did.
He took the record
But what do
down.
they say about records, brother?
Yeah, they got to be broken.
That's right.
I'm glad they are.
Records are made to be broken, but it'll always be there in your heart.
Yeah.
Well, that said, Coach, let's start off, first of all, just a little bit about yourself, your journey, and how you came to be the head coach of the Wadsworth Grizzlies.
Yeah, I've been part of Wadsworth Wrestling for a long time. My dad got involved with the youth when I was 4 years old. Coach G, we moved into town, and my dad got a call from Coach G. Coach G came over and met with him, and it kind of started from there. So my dad evolved into the youth program, ended up taking the youth program over. I obviously went up through the program, then into middle school, and then, into high school. I was part of the state championship team. I was the captain of the team with, a lot of great wrestlers on that team. We grew up together, which was kind of fun about that group. We were all starting 4 or 5 years old. We grew up together through the youth. The barn evolved, was a kind of an off-site training thing that we did at my house. My dad had, and we would all go there and train, in youth and through middle school, and then we obviously went to high school together. So really fun group. That's just they all come back and are still part of the program. We have guys popping in.
You still
here.
let them pop in your room?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they bring a lot of good to our room, and the guys look up to them, and having that team state title shows our guys now that it can be done. So anytime we can get those guys in to talk or wrestle with the guys, we take advantage. So great friends. We have such a great alumni base, not just them, but even further down the road with who G coach and everyone. So, that's a special thing of the program. So after high school, I went to wrestle at Kent State, where a lot of my family went. My dad wrestled there. My uncle did. My grandpa did, and my other uncle on the other side of the family did. So a lot of Kent State history there. My grandpa was a MAC champ for Kent, so a lot of history with Kent State. So I was grateful to go there. I graduated. Now I'm working. I work off-site, but I work with Wadsworth. I work at a behavior school, so I deal with all the students that were suspended, expelled.
Sure.
So working with them, helping them get themselves on track. And I actually work with Coach G still.
He's
in
really?
the classroom with me every day. So he's not retired yet. This is his last year, but really cool. It's it's good to have G still around. We bounce a lot of ideas off of each other. He's groomed me into being able to take this job and take this position and keep it at that level that he created. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's good.
Now, I'm just curious. That's a great point with Coach G still here, Coach Grimuglia, of course. And I was just telling TJ earlier. I was trying to remember because my very first year of teaching was here in 1985.
I know. We were talking about it today.
Coach with Coach G. Now, did he start in 84 or 85? I
think 84 was
the year
yeah.
before. Okay, just for yourself, do you feel much pressure? With Coach G in the room. I mean, knowing what the guy truly built this program. Wadsworth back in the day. Really, you guys, and I think that group you talk about, very obviously, as you said, very special.
Yeah.
But that's when you really started to see this program take a turn. So how does that work? Any pressures for you?
I can't say there wasn't in the beginning of it all. First getting the job and having those expectations are definitely pressure. But he's just really good. He was really good at how to teach me the way to do it. He took the pressure off of it. Still having him around kind of takes a little pressure off because we talk about a lot of things, good, mistakes that we need to correct or things we're doing well or adjustments we need to make. So still having him around, it makes me feel good as a coach to have someone like that, to have your back still and help you along. So, but as the years go, I build more confidence as a coach. I'm becoming
5 years in now, right?
5 years in.
Wow.
So,
You're a veteran.
Getting
No
there,
more
yeah.
rookie for you, brother.
Yeah, right. So you build confidence, I feel, and you learn
Sure.
things that work and things that don't. And I have a lot of great assistant coaches, so you have them on your side too. So
You just threw me a great softball right there, brother, because
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'd like to go next. I love the term that you used earlier, program.
Yeah.
You guys have always, and you build a program. That program starts from the youth
Yeah.
to you. Very seamless, and I can tell you that, there's many programs, schools, districts out there, wrestling quote-unquote programs. They're isolated. There's here's the youth, here's the middle, here's the high school, almost separated. You guys don't do that here, do you? So talk a little bit about the program, and as you mentioned them again, all great head coaches surround themselves with great assistants. So share a little bit.
Yeah,
about your
and I got to go right up through the whole program. I mean, starting with the youth. I guess this is one thing that I thank G the most to teach me was be involved at all parts. Be visible at all parts of the program, not just the high school. Get to know your youth. Get to know your middle school, the parents included, and then you're around your high school all the time. And what I've seen now that I'm starting to get people through and now coming into high school, I already have such a good relationship with them as a wrestler, as a person, their family, and it just works really well. And that's one thing I would say is my greatest thing that he taught me. But our youth program, G is down there still. He kind of oversees everything, but we have some really great coaches down there.
Sure.
We have some young guys. And then some newer people. A lot of alumni are back in the mix. Luke Busen, Tyler Tucker, they all wrestled for G. Zach Kali's down there. He brings his boys. They're kind of starting now. And then we got some new guys that moved in that, they're Wadsworth people, but newer to the program. Shannon Hoover's our head coach down there, and he wrestled for Springfield. I think he was third in the state. He was a good wrestler in his day. And then some young guys, John Carroll, alumni, wrestlers, Greg Ryan, and Zach Martin. So we have a really good base in the youth, and they're doing a really great job. Then at the middle school, we have Kevin Williams. He's a younger guy, new to the school district. He got a job down at the middle school.
Yep.
Coach G's in there too as well, coaching.
This guy's like a flea, right? You can't get rid of him, can you?
Yeah, you can't.
I love
you can't.
I love Coach. He's
I know you
special to
do.
me.
No, but it's right. He is, but he does a good job and keeps it all together. And then at the high school, I'm grateful for these guys. I have my dad with me on staff, which has been a lot of fun.
I was going to ask you how that works, having Pops in the room with you.
Yeah, there could be some disagreements, but no, it's great to have him. I mean, he knows so much about the sport and can definitely bounce ideas off him. And Christian Boffman, he was part of this 2010 state championship team. He's on our staff. And then Jason Joy, who Jackson Joy is a state champ for us. He's also a Wadsworth alumni, wrestled for G. He's on our staff. And then we have Matt Hume and Matt Charlotte. They do our JV and B team, and they do a fantastic job. That's another thing that I think is huge we do well is we get guys prepared. If they're not in the varsity, we're still running them through a varsity B schedule. Right. So when they step in the lineup, they're ready. They have that. Concept. Yeah, so it's really worked well for us, and those guys do a great job with that. And Larry Kaufman as well, alumni.
Oh, yeah.
He's still in and out of the room as much as he can, so we're grateful for him. He's just a great guy and great coach.
No, you've got just some great, and as you said earlier, great people.
Yeah,
and that's so important. So important. We talk about signatures and so forth. I mean, obviously, I kind of talked a little bit about you being a takedown artist, and that is so true. Is there a signature, something? I mean, Coach G had his signature, and I know. So if you were to say, Coach Wenger, Coach Clay has his signature, what would you say your signature is for this team?
It's a. I think the way I like to coach, G's a real fiery guy. Gets fired up. As we know, I'm more of I'm a little more calmer. I like to keep the room intense, keep it high paced, but keep it relaxed too. And I think it really works well for our guys. And another thing, I think every team's different. Sometimes I have to have more of a fiery up group, and then some groups need to be, I need to be a little more calm and keep them calm, relaxed for the the big matches, the big events. So I just kind of adjust to what the team is, and I kind of that's learning the team, knowing your guys, and that's kind of, how I approach each year based on what we got.
And so you really read the room, if you will, and give what is needed to that individual athlete. Yeah. Outstanding. Well, that makes why you're a good teacher too, I'm sure. So,
thank you.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? The season is, we're into the run now, right? I mean, sections. You're actually holding sections this Saturday. You guys have had a great season, obviously. Maybe just a little bit about two things. One, just the season you've had, because you have had a wonderful, season coming in. But how does practice change these last couple of weeks as you're preparing for the run?
Yeah, we've had a great season. We load our schedule pretty heavy in the beginning, going to Ironman, and then moving into, we go to the Powerade. North Canton hosts a great holiday tournament. Powerade's in PA. We were top 10 there, which was a good team finish for us. Then we went, right into Maumee Bay, which is a big tournament, and we beat Perrysburg there, which I think at the time they were 18th in the country, so that was a big tournament win.
Absolutely.
Then our suburban league stuff. I mean, really, we have a lot of tough events through, but I think our philosophy it prepares them for the season. So I think being in the big matches, losing sometimes, winning big matches, I think it prepares us for the end. So we've had a lot of success. We're really proud of our guys. I think we're 28th in the country. Got some guys ranked.
I think, 4th in the state right now, I think, is what I read.
4th in the state. The guys are ready. So, I mean, now, we're tapering down a little bit. Now it's, we're short in practice and time's up. It's just staying sharp, staying confident, keeping our bodies healthy. Doing all the little things right is what we talk to the guys. Control what we can, doing little things the right way, and good things will happen on the weekends for us. So, tapering it down now, just getting ready to feel good and compete good, and I think they buy into that, and they're training hard.
I'm sure the physical side is ready, but you and I both know a huge part of the sport is the mental side. So how do you approach that here as we get ready? Because I'm sure you, as you said, a lot of different personalities. You know who to get fired with, who to talk calmly to. How's that mental side work as you're preparing?
That's your biggest thing, I would say, and it's a tough thing. They're all, like you said, they're all different on how you tackle each kid. But one thing I've done the last couple of years that I feel really works is I assign my assistant coaches to certain kids that they relate best to, and their job is to oversee those guys, to check in on their weight, watch their film, make adjustments to anything, handle the mental side, talk to them, see where they're at, and I do that as well to all 14. But it's nice for them to have kind of someone that they can go to, for anything. So that's kind of been a big thing that we've done the last couple of years, and it's worked really well. But my main thing is, kids get nervous. They have pressure. I mean, you can't hide from it. So we just open about it. I tell them to be open about it. Hey, I'm nervous about the upcoming weekend. Let's sit down and talk about it. And I felt that really has worked for this group. We got some state champs. They have pressure on them. So we're just open about it. We have discussions about it, but we let them know it's not to hold us back. Use it in a positive way, and they buy into it. So, and they have fun. We gotta have some fun too. It's a tough sport, right? And it's a stressful sport, and we play dodgeball. They're probably playing right now, and we lighten it up.
I saw the balls rolled out as I walked in. Like, wait a minute here. It's a Wednesday before section.
Every day they play.
That's awesome. Dodgeball, the game of games, right? I love it. Well, you know what? You mentioned this a little bit earlier, and of course, as you know, my boys came up through in the mystique of the battle zone, the barn. I think it wasn't called battle zone back in the day. It was the barn. So just real briefly, just a little thought about that and what you guys, as that prepares off season. Yeah,
it's a really cool. It started at the barn at my dad's house. Just an old pool barn. We put mats in it, and that 2010 team, went through that, and it kept evolving and growing. So we moved it off, to a bigger place that turned into the battle zone. But the same idea. But
the barn still exists, doesn't it?
And he's got it going again. He's got youth kids there Thursday nights. So about 15, 16 youth kids come on Thursday nights still to the barn. Battle zone. We go 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday, and I mean, we welcome everybody. All the outside teams. Anyone's welcome. It's been a huge part of the program, getting to train with other. We've had some really good people go through those doors. So, it's been a great thing.
Absolutely. Last question, if I may. Again, you're 5 years in. You're no longer a rookie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you've got your wings now. So,
Yeah.
what would you say? And I think we talked a little bit earlier that at least down in our area, kind of that Stark County area, we had a lot of young coaches, new coaches, not young, but just first year. What would you say to some of those first-year coaches that are just getting their feet wet, maybe year one, we know, under their belt now, or those that are thinking to come up? Because we need that, right? We know that we need officials. Our officials are older, our coaching staff's a little bit, so what would you say to those young coaches as they're getting ready to step in?
Yeah, I would say two things. I would say is build your youth program, be visible to that youth program, your middle school program, and next, surround yourself with good people. I couldn't do it. I guess I get the credit for it, but it's those coaches that do a ton for me and have my back all the time. And those are my assistant coaches. A guy like Coach G, our athletic department, our administration. There's a lot of people behind the success, and I'm grateful for those people. So I say, surround yourself with good people that support you and what your plan is, and they have your back. Outstanding.
Well, folks, I'll tell you what, right now ranked number 4 in the state. I think Coach has got a little bit to say about that before this is over. We're very excited to see them down at the shot. Of your 14 guys, I saw that 8 of them ranked in the top 10. At least, again, that's through that Borough fan page, So I know that you're going to have them ready, and we are blessed to be here. You talk about good men. I'm sitting next to a good man right here. Coach, I wish you nothing but the luck these next few days. And, our hope is, I think we're going to see you over at North Canton. We're going to be there at the district, Stark Media, so please come over and say hello.
Absolutely.
Might actually see you down at the state. We're working on that, but again, we appreciate you taking time out of your day and your practice to work with us.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're the best.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles number 190 in Massillon wants you. Stop down to the Massillon ARE at 303 Wyrick Boulevard Northwest. And like our over 1,800 members experience daily, your Eagles membership will give you access to great food and drink specials. Having a party? Host it in our banquet facility and seat up to 400 people. When you're coming through downtown Massillon, stop by the Eagles and sign up. And for a small fee, you'll have access and be a part of a fraternity that donates over $100,000 a year to local charities. The Fraternal Order of Eagles ARE number 190 in downtown Massillon. Stop by or call us today at 330-832-7385. This is TJ Downing for Stark Media 99.7 FM and the free iHeartRadio app. And I want to talk to you today about our friends at Hilscher-Clarke. They are a local Stark County electrical contractor with more than 100 years of experience in the industrial, commercial, residential, and specialty markets. They have offices throughout Ohio, but have the capability to handle out-of-state work as well. They are one of the rare electrical contractors that perform a range of services from testing and data to design and engineering, functions typically handled by subcontractors. At their core, Hilscher-Clarke lives to do first things first. Faith, integrity, respect, selfless, and team. These core values aren't just words. They define who we are and how we conduct ourselves every day. For the best in electrical contracting services, contact our friends at Hilscher-Clarke today by going to www.hilscher-clarke.com. That's HILSCHER-CLARKE.com. Or stop down and see them at 519 4th Street Northwest in downtown Canton, or you can call them today at 234-571-2699.
execute hard.
I just rolled. What are you gonna do? You know how you yeah,
At CH Vallos and Associates, we've been proudly serving the greater Stark County community for over 78 years. Locally owned, we cover your home, auto, business, and life insurance along with your group benefits. Our partnership with auto owners has allowed us to span not only Ohio, but throughout the entire country. Did you know that Auto Owners, an A++ rated company by AM Best and a Fortune 500 company, has ranked CH Vallos and Associates a top 10 insurance agency in the state of Ohio? From your basic home and auto needs to insuring some of the largest companies in America, there's a reason people choose CH Vallos and Associates and Auto Owners. Our dedication and passion for our clients and their coverage is part of our commitment to excellence. For all your insurance coverage needs, there's only one call to make, and that's CH Vallos and Associates, located at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton. Contact us at 330-494-2776 today and see the difference in customer satisfaction. You came to Stark Media for the best? Well, now you got it. Check out Lindseys Pizza on 2827 Whipple Avenue Northwest inside of the Hillsdale Shopping Center. The preferred post-game pizza of the Stark Media team is open until 11 p.m. and it has all the essentials for game day. Pizza, chicken, salads, and sandwiches are just a click away at lindsayspizza.com. But you should trust the former Ohio State All-American and just call them right now at 330-477-3800. 477-3800. This is TJ Downing for Lindseys Pizza, and I approve this message.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, again, here we are out at Wadsworth High School, and we are with three of the guys that are the heart and soul of this team. True hammers are getting ready for the run, and I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going right to my notes, right? All right. So we got Jackson Joy in the middle, right? Jax is a 132-pounder coming back as last year's state champion. To his right, Chris Ernest. Did I say that correctly? I practiced a couple times, right? So Chris, 157-pounder, also state champion, coming back for another run at it. And right here next to me, Mr. Cohen Grimm. Cohen representing the upper weight, right? Our upper weights here, 190-pounder, last year 4th in the state. And also very unique, this is the, again, heart and soul. These are the three captains of the Grizzly team. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here today and taking time out of your practice and, giving us some time. So we appreciate that. No, absolutely. Getting ready for the run. You excited?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Well, if we could, just like to go down the line. Chris, we'll start with you. Just kind of want to, a little bit about, who you are. Tell our fans out there who you are, kind of how you got here today, right? I mean, Chris is senior, correct? Also a senior, right, Mr. And a junior.
Yeah.
So we got another year to go. You got to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you start us off?
Well, to start, my brother kind of got me into wrestling when I was in the first, second-ish grade, and just kind of followed it up through middle school, high school. My freshman year, I made it to states, but it got canceled. And then
Oh, the COVID year.
it was a COVID year, yeah. And then the next year, went to states. Really wasn't. It was at the high school, so it really wasn't the same. But got 4th there, and then last year won it. Looking to make another run at it again this year.
I don't hear no hope about it, brother. We're gonna go beyond that hope. We're gonna make the run, buddy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jax, how about you?
I got into wrestling when I was like 5, and
5.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I saw it on TV one time. I just told my dad that I wanted to do that. So then I got into it, and I just had fun throughout it. And then I started taking it seriously like freshman year. And I took 2nd at state my freshman year, and then last year I won it. And then hopefully run it back, or we'll run it back this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cohen, yourself.
Honestly, my uncle got me into it because I always played football when I was little, and he was like, you know what, he's got to wrestle because
Okay.
Wadsworth's good at wrestling,
Yeah.
and all the best football players are the best wrestlers. So I figured, might as well, and I ended up liking it better. So now I'm going to college for it, and just been wrestling since about 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade.
5th or 6th grade. That's when you started.
Yeah.
So 5 years old, 1st grade, 5th or 6th grade. So it's really kind of cool that kind of doesn't matter where you start, right? I mean, I shouldn't say that. I mean, but a little sooner sometimes that helps. But we
Yeah.
also know a little sooner sometimes that burnout can occur.
Yeah.
I love what you said, Colin. The best football players make, how'd you say that again?
I said the best football players were wrestlers.
Or wrestlers.
So
Absolutely. All right, all you football players out there, think about that. I know your wrestling coaches would like to see you on the mat. This young man right here who's going for a state title this year just confirmed that. Oh, that's outstanding. I appreciate that. Obviously, all three of you headed back. I believe you'll be headed back to the shot. Things can happen. We all know that. I mean, God forbid. But just curious, do you have pressure? All right. I mean, I looked, before I came in, I wanted to look down the line. I want to see the big target on each of you guys' back, right? Because every time you step on the mat, guys that know you, and know where you've been, and they know your journey, they want to bring you down. I'm sorry. You're going against Jax Joy. I could beat Jackson Joy, right? I mean, I'd be the state champ, type of thing. So are those pressures there, Colin, that as you're preparing, do you have any pressures that, that you put on yourself or as you prepare?
yeah, I feel like pressure's always a thing, and I feel like it's only as much as you make it. If you make yourself to feel a lot of pressure, you're gonna feel a lot of pressure. But then if you go out there and you don't care about the pressure, you're like, I ain't got no pressure on me. You're not gonna consider it, and then you're just gonna perform well. You're trying to perform your best, and that's all that matters.
Jax, yourself, pressures.
For me, not really, just because I just go into every match, like, have fun. So, I mean, I'm not really worrying about winning or losing when I step out there. Just, if I have fun and do what I do, then the outcome should play out.
Take care of itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Chris, how about you?
Well, for me, I think there's always going to be pressure in really anything you do, but it's more about how you manage it and what you do to get past it, really. It's more about what you do before the matches in preparation. There really shouldn't be any pressure going into the match. You know you did everything you could in practice outside of the room.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely. If you prepare, like you said, Jax, go out and have fun.
Yeah.
And so many of the kids, you know, and I can tell you, as you guys know, right, I had sons that wrestled. One of them, a lot of pressure all the time. But I tried to share what you're sharing. I wish you were there to share it with him. But that's great advice for some of our young wrestlers. I appreciate that. How about signatures, right? I mean, you know, teams have kind of a signature, maybe that's their thing. You know, right? LeBron had some signatures, right? Which I hate to bring in basketball, but you know, he had a little hand clap.
Yeah.
How about Chris? Does Chris have any signatures that he has either on the mat or maybe off the mat?
I mean,
You're
before I
giggling. Why are you laughing?
before I go out on the mat, I kind of like twitch my leg before I like put on the line. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then I also like, I'm always twitching my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we're watching you these next few weeks, I'm going to be watching for the leg and the hand twitch.
Yeah,
All right.
probably.
So that's the signature for Mr. Ernest. I love it. Jax, how about you?
Mine's my headgear. It's
Headgear?
Yeah, it's like the noob headgear. So
Okay.
like only beginners really wear it, but I just wear it because no one else does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It looks stupid. But
So everybody thinking like, okay, he's got the noob headgear, so
Yeah.
he must be a rookie.
probably.
Yeah. And then they go out against you like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I love it. Going about you, and
I would say my last name definitely brings a good signature out. And Grim Reaper. I've got a tattoo of the Grim Reaper too. So.
you do?
Yeah.
Let's see. Nice. All right. I love it. All right, there you go. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, obviously, you know, like I said, the three of you have signed to go on to wrestle in college. You know, a lot of kids think about that, but that's a huge commitment. So I didn't divulge where you're going, so I'm going to let you do that, Jax. I'm going to let you start, even though it's your junior year. You still put your pen to, you know, your signature to paper. Where are you going to be heading here in a couple years?
I'm gonna be going to Cornell to wrestle, and I mean, for me, I started the process a little bit earlier than a lot of people, but I just wanted to get it not over with, but just know a good idea of where I'm going. Cause like now this summer I'll be going to Cornell to train this summer, so just using the resources that I have available to me as early as possible.
And I believe some other Wadsworth wrestlers have traveled there before you, correct?
Yeah, Noah Boffman went there.
Okay.
Yep, and then I'm pretty sure they've recruited some others, but I think Noah was the only one that went there.
Right, no, I went there, but what's important is Jax is going there, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Going, how about yourself?
I'm going to the University of Buffalo.
Buffalo.
New York. So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That place still stands. There was some like serious
Yeah.
flooding up there recently.
Yeah, dude, they've had it all. They had an earthquake.
No.
They had 6 feet of snow, and then they had a
Are
flood.
you sure you want to go to Buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds fun to me, honestly. Yeah.
Well, you are the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
So what can I say? You're going up there.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going up there. I'm excited. Honestly, I started the process really late. I didn't even know if I was going to go to college to wrestle. I thought about playing football in college too. And, you know, Buffalo reached out and a couple other schools, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should go to wrestle. I really like it. I enjoy it. It's fun. And I decided I'm going to.
Excellent. So you put the name to paper.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Awesome. Chris, how about you, brother?
Oh, I'm going to be going to Campbell University
Okay.
in North Carolina.
Going down. Is that close to the beach?
It's like an hour and a half from the beach,
Okay.
and like an hour from the mountain. So it's kind of right in the middle, and it's like 45 minutes from Raleigh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So you can hike and mountain climb or head to the beach
Yeah.
and surf. You got it at both ends.
perfect location.
That is a perfect location.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all
Thank
three
you.
of you on that. You know, we say our sport, I think, really prepares us, you know, for life and moving on. Obviously, you guys, you know, signed for college, you're going to be heading that way. But as you think back on your journey, and I know you got another year to go yet, Jax, but you guys, you know, as you think, you know, Cone and Chris, how do you see this sport and the decisions you made, and how has it helped you not only as you're preparing for college, what you've done in high school already, and obviously you guys are going to be tremendous contributors to our society someday. So what would you say about wrestling and that concept? Chris?
Just the work ethic you get from it. Like, I know this might not sound right, but just kind of looking at the work ethic that like some of the kids that like wrestle put in to like school and just their sports. Even if they play multiple sports, they go 100% at every sport, everything they do. It's just like it's what you do if you wrestle. You can't really just go 50% at something. You got to go the full length. So, yeah, I'd say that your work ethic is gonna be there, and job opportunities, absolutely.
Based on that, what you develop.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Jackson, how about you? Anything that comes to mind for you?
I'd say like mentality and work ethic, like Chris said. I think we've been through like a lot of like tough things through wrestling, so I think that prepared us for the real world, because it's gonna be tough. But I think we'll be ready, and I think wrestling will help make us successful people.
Yeah, you're already successful, but you will be ready. Colin, how about you? Anything that comes to mind for you?
Yeah, I agree with both of them with what they said, and also like it goes along with that is like the discipline you get from it, and it really just all ties them together: the work ethic, the discipline, the mentality. Like when you combine those three things, and like you combine them as strong as they are, especially from wrestling, you're almost unstoppable in like any aspect. You're gonna go out there and, like Chris said, you're gonna give it your all. Whether that's your job or that's wrestling or that's anything you do in life, you're gonna go out there and give 100%. So you're not gonna regret that at all.
And I'm sure you've heard this, and I'm going to confirm it for you. As an older guy who's been in a few different things and talked to a lot of different employers and bosses, they tell me they look for wrestlers. They look for guys like you that come in and be part of their team because they know what you've been through. So that's outstanding. Well, you all three have already signed for school, so to say where you're going after graduation, you've already told us that, but how about a little bit beyond? Any thoughts beyond college and what you're thinking about maybe getting into someday, Colin?
Yeah, I'm going in undecided, and I think I'm either going to go like a business and finance route or maybe a sports science route, because I really like, lifting and helping people out and like training my friends and stuff. So I'm going in undecided, but I'm really going to figure it out as I go, and I'm not going to have to decide until my sophomore year. So I got plenty of time left.
Grim Reaper Finance. I love it, baby. I love it. Jax, how about you?
I'm going into like this program called interdisciplinary studies, which is like you kind of just like pick your course and like classes to help you for whatever you want to do, which I want to coach college wrestling.
You want to coach college wrestling? All right.
So then like I'll take some like leadership classes, sports psychology, like just stuff like that I'll need to be a coach.
Right.
And then maybe try to make like some world teams too after wrestling.
Yeah, we'll be watching. Olympics?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to be watching you. Yep. Start Media exclusive right here.
Right,
Jackson Joy, Olympic qualifier.
Yeah.
I love it. Chris, how about you?
I'm probably going to go into some kind of engineering. I'm not sure which field yet, but I'm planning on some kind of engineering.
Awesome. Last two questions, guys. One straight up, one I have a little fun with. Straight up, to the young athletes that are, thinking about taking the journey, they're on the journey. Either way, thinking of taking it on, what would you say to them, as they try to strive to where you are? Jax, what would you say?
I'd say to like just have fun with it, and if you're in middle school, you shouldn't be really worried about winning as much as just trying to improve and just enjoy it, because it might not be around forever. And if you want to be really good at it, then you can work, do the work that is there to be good, but just have fun and don't make it stressful.
Got it. Chris?
Just enjoy the time that you have with it. Really, don't quit on it. Even just there will be hard times in the sport, but there's hard times in life too. You gotta keep going. It's the payout in the end is worth it. The friends you meet and the coaches, everything.
Goes fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Senior year and comes quick. Yeah. Colin, how about you? Any young athletes coming up?
I agree with both of those things. Sometimes it might suck. Don't quit. Keep going, because I bet the times that it sucks, everything sucks sometimes, and the times that's really good, you get really good. So as long as you have fun every day and just keep having fun and getting better, that's all that matters.
That's right. Amen. Very good. All right, gonna have a little fun here. End of season, no more weight cutting. I'm not sure where you guys are on weight cutting up, so let's just say, all right, going to your cheat food. So, Chris, you're first. No more. Where is Chris going for his major cheat food? Where's he headed?
I've been going to the Great Oaks Tavern.
Wait a minute, you have been going. So this
just after I cut weight, after a tournament,
I just go there, I get this giant pretzel with beer cheese, and it is delicious.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Beer, cheese, and pretzels.
Yeah, from Great Oaks Tavern.
Great Oaks Tavern. All right. Hey, right there. Got it. Jax, how about you, buddy?
I had Luigi's Pizza this past weekend,
Okay.
and that might be another go-to after season. But I had about like 5 or 6 pieces.
Yeah.
Didn't feel too good after, but
Wait, did you have the salad with the mound of mozzarella cheese?
no. But
I'm
everyone,
prescribing it.
yeah, everyone else at my table was craving about it. But I'm not like a huge like just plain cheese person.
Okay.
Like raw cheese, I'm not into that. Like I like
Okay.
pizza cheese and like
Well,
queso dip.
and I gotta ask, what did you have on the pizza?
Oh, pepperoni and sausage.
Pepperoni and sausage. Luigi's pepperoni and sausage. I love it. Colin, where you headed, brother?
I'm definitely going to Kintaro, and that's an all-you-can-eat sushi place and hibachi. You can get whatever you want, and you're not allowed to be there for longer than 2 hours. And it's
You're on a timer?
yeah, it's like $17, and dude, it's rounds and rounds, and the food is so good. I'll run them at least $120, maybe more in sushi. I eat so much when I go there, but
The one time we went,
Yeah.
he like ordered a 4th round. It was me, him, and one other kid, and he couldn't finish it. So me and my one friend were already like full, but if you don't finish your food, you have to pay a fee.
yeah, you have to pay it back.
So we're all like stuffed, like out of our mind. We were like getting down the last
So
couple
the fee
bites.
was not paid.
No,
No,
we finished it.
Yeah, we finished it.
Well done.
I think we had like 60 pieces that day or
Yeah.
something crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. Guys, it is such a privilege to sit here with you, hearing your story. We wish you nothing but the best of luck. You know, you're ready for the run. Last 2 guys, you know, back when I coached, you know, kids used to have tears. I said there's only one time that you cry in wrestling, on the last day of the last match of your last season. You're going to go to college, so that's good. But we wish you nothing but the best. Good luck. You know, let's make it 2 times, right? You're going to be going 2 and then maybe 3. We're going to see you there, brother. Let's get you on that #1 spot on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Ernest, sorry, just enjoy. Going Graham. Guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, boys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Well done.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
We'll see you guys.
McNeill and Sons Tree Service serves the greater Northeast Ohio area by keeping your property clear all year round. Do you have trees that have stretched too close to your home? A rotted tree that has to go? Or perhaps even storm damage? No job is too big or small for McNeill and Sons. We specialize in large tree removal, storm damage, stump grinding, land clearing, and more. McNeill and Sons Tree Service is fully licensed and insured, so contact us today at 330-606-1126 for all your tree care needs. Or visit us online at mcneilltree.com to schedule your free quote. The professionals at McNeill & Sons can inform you of your tree health and give you a risk assessment to keep your family protected. So call today, 330-606-1126. McNeill & Sons Tree Service, a company you can depend on with family you can trust.